write a unit vector in the direction of the sum of two vectors A and B. So basically here we have to find the unit vector. Here we have to find unit vector, okay, in the direction of sum of two vectors, that is A and B. So first we have to find A plus B, that is how to add two vectors. I is added to I, J is added to J, and K is K. 2 2I plus 2I. So first we write it, and it will be easy for you to understand. Ik plus, this is for A, okay, and for B 2Ik plus J minus 7K, okay. Now I is added to I, so 4I plus 3J minus 12K. This is addition of A and B. So we have to find unit vector in the direction of this vector. So how to find? We have to divide it by its magnitude, okay, as we have studied earlier. So A plus B is cap, okay, because this is sign of unit vector. Okay? So this is basically A plus B divided by, understand? So just put it, okay. Value of A plus B that we have calculated, 4I 3J minus 12K divided by magnitude of this vector. Okay. So how to find magnitude? 4 square, that is x coordinate, 3 square, that is y coordinate, minus 12 square, that is for z. How much? 4 I cube 3 j cube minus 12 k cube divided by root under, this is 16 9 plus 144. So it is going to be 4I cube plus 3j cube minus 12k cube divided by root under 16 plus 9 25, and 25 and 144, that going to be 169, and this is basically square of 13, okay. So this can be written as 4 by 13 ik plus 3 by 13 jk minus 12 by 13 kk, okay. This is unit vector in the direction of A plus B. Vectors are those quantities which have both magnitude as well as direction. Such types of quantities are called vector quantities. If two vectors have equal magnitude and same direction, then such types of vectors are called equal vectors. Okay. Second, if two vectors have same direction and magnitude may or may not be equal, but if direction is same of two vectors, then those vectors are called collinear vectors. That means parallel vectors. Okay. Tisra, dot product equal to 0. If two vectors have dot product equal to 0, then those two vectors are perpendicular to each other. That is, angle between them is 90 degree. Okay. This I will we will study later. Any vector whose magnitude equal to 1, direction that is in any direction, but if vector whose magnitude is equal to 1, then such type of vectors are called unit vectors. Okay. So Magnitude how to find? Let's say A is a vector given I cap j cap plus 3 k. Vector can be represented as 3 dimension. Okay, this is for x axis, this is for y axis, this is for z axis. Okay, so if we want to calculate magnitude of A, then we will have to do this square plus this square plus this. This is for x coordinate, this is for y coordinate, this is for z coordinate. How much? 1 plus 1 plus 9, that is equal to root 11. So in this way we calculate magnitude. Now Poisson vector. Poisson vector. Let's say any point is given. This is x-axis, y, z. Any point is given 1, 2, 3. Okay. We want, let's say point is P. We want Poisson vector. Position vector of point P. That is OP. We write it. The Poisson vector of P can be written as OP vector. Okay. And this can be calculated. This can be written as, not we have to calculate, simply we have to write x coordinate, y coordinate and z coordinate as here it was written. So I cap, because x coordinate is 1, okay, j cap is 2 j cap and z axis along 3 cap. Okay, so this is for vector OP. P. These 2 points are given. Okay. Then find PQ. So what we have to do? PQ is nothing but OQ minus OP. Okay. So OQ we have just calculated in the previous topic. OQ, how to calculate OQ? Simply x coordinate of Q is 2, so 2I cap. Y coordinate is minus 1, so minus j cap. Z coordinate is 4, so 4k. Okay, this is for OQ minus OP. OP, how to write OP? X coordinate of P is 1, so I cap. Okay, y coordinate is 2, so 2j cap. Z coordinate is 4, so 4k. Okay. Whenever we add or subtract in vector, always remember that I is subtracted from I. That means x coordinate is subtracted from x coordinate, y coordinate is subtracted from y coordinate, or addition. Both. In both cases, we simply add I, j, k. So 2I minus I. How much? I. Minus j minus 2j minus 3j. Okay. 4k minus 4k. Cancel out. So we can write or not? 0k क्या और लिख भी सकते हैं मैं भी. So this is for PQ. If QP can be asked also. So how to write QP? QP is nothing but OP minus OQ. As here PQ means OQ minus OP. OP minus OQ. Understand? OP I cap 2j cap plus 4k cap minus of q 2 I cap minus j cap plus 4k cap I minus 3i plus 3j plus 0 cap नहीं लिख भी सकते नहीं भी लिख सकते. This is the method to find a vector when 2 points or 3 points are given. So now important terms in vector. In vector chapter important terms are first is direction ratio, second is direction cosine. So direction ratios of any vector, let's say let a equal to a is a vector, a equal to 2 I k plus 4 j k plus k k. Okay, so direction ratio, if we write direction ratio of a vector, then simply we write 2 4 1. This is we call a, this is b, and this is c. Okay. Simply x coordinate, y coordinate, and z coordinate. Direction ratios of a. Second, direction cosine. Here also L M N. L M N. L is basically cos alpha, and cos alpha, how we can write? A by root under a square plus b square plus c square. A B C are, these are A B C. A, that is x coordinate, B, that is y coordinate, C, z coordinate. M is cos beta, and this can be calculated as b by root under a square plus b square plus c square. N is cos gamma. This can be written as c by a square plus b square plus c square. Alpha, beta, or gamma are the angles here. Alpha, beta, gamma are the angles of vector. Vector means which vector? Whose direction cosines we are calculating now. Okay. So of the vector with the x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis respectively. Okay. So direction ratios, direction cosine. So if for this vector we can calculate direction cosine. So how to calculate? Let's say cos alpha, that is L. L equal to A. A is how much? 2. 2 by root under 2 square plus 4 square plus 1 square. Okay. M equal to 4 by root under 2 square plus 4 square plus 1 square. N equal to 1 by root under 2 square plus 4 square plus 1 square. So this is 2 by 2 square 4, 4 square 16, that is 20, 20 and 1, root 21. 4 by root 21, this is 4 by root 21, okay? And this is equal to 1 by root 21. So these are the direction cosine, and these are the direction ratio basically. Now we will talk about unit vector. Unit vector. What is unit vector? As we have studied, that is magnitude equal to 1. Any vector whose magnitude equal to 1, then that vector is called unit vector. Okay. So how to calculate unit vector? How to calculate or find? Let's say A is a vector I k 4j k plus 4k k. So how to find? This is question basically, and unit vector is represented as k. Cat means in any direction. If you want unit vector, we have to put k on that vector. Let's say we want unit vector in the direction of A. If we want unit vector in the direction of A, then we write AK. That is unit vector in the direction of A. So how to calculate? This can be calculated. This can be calculated as A vector divided by magnitude of A vector. Okay. So this is basically formula. You have to remember it. A vector. This is magnitude as well as unit vector in their direction, and divided by this is basically cancel out. Okay. So only unit vector is remaining here. So that this is for understanding, but you have to remember it anyhow. Okay. So we can use it for this vector. We have to calculate unit vector. A cap equal to A I cap plus 4j cap plus 4k cap. Okay. Divided by magnitude of A. And how to calculate magnitude? Root under A, this x coordinate square, that is 1 square, plus y coordinate square, that is 4 square, and z square. How much? I 4j plus 4k divided by root under 16, 16, 32, 35, 32, 33. Now this can be written as I by 32 plus 4 by root 33 j cube 4 by k cube. Okay. So this is basically unit vector in the direction of A. So this is for unit.